Hello, hi. Welcome to... Hey guys. Hey. Stop, don't look at it. Enough. It's not for you to look at. Stop. I'm gonna stream like this from now on. Don't comment on my breasts. It's weird. Don't do that. It's gross. Hi, Konya. Hi. How is every pony today? I'm sleepy. I'm really sleepy. And I'm about to yawn. Ah. Okay, yay! Yay! Long day, yeah. Yeah, long day. I was gonna go to bed like pretty early last night, but and then I kind of got wrapped up in something and I lost track of the time, and then when I looked at the clock it was 4 a.m. and then I was like, okay, I have to yawn. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna you know, look. I'm gonna look at TikTok for a second, and then I'm gonna play my mobile game Slop, and then when I was finished playing my mobile game Slop, it was like 6 a.m. and I was like, oh, okay, awesome. Oh, come on. 4 hours later, no, I was wrapped up with something. I was feeling crafty, so I was crafting all night, and then when I looked at the clock, it was, oh my god, why do I keep yawning? I don't know why I'm so sleepy. I'm usually, even if I sleep that late, I'm never this tired, but it's been a hectic week, I think. So yeah. Well, guess I'll take the talk. Well, then I had to fix my printer, and that took like an hour, and then, you know, I had to do this and I had to do that. Did you drink Faye's coffee? I have a can of oh, this is empty. Oops. I'm gonna sleep in tomorrow though, because I'm not streaming. I'm not doing any, well, I am doing something tomorrow, but I'm not doing anything. Well, I can't sleep in. I have a meeting. God damn it. I could have slept in. I could have, maybe in another life, I could have slept in tomorrow. But I have a meeting, so I can't. God damn it. It's always these freaking meetings. Why do we have meetings so early in the morning? Literally, none of us are awake. And then it's like a roll of the dice which of us is actually gonna show up to the meeting, because we're always so tired when it's time for the meeting. And so we roll up, and then we don't ever like get anything done because we're so sleepy. Go to bed early. No, I can't go to bed early. There's only so many hours in the day, okay? There's only so many hours in the day. I can't go to bed early because I don't even technically start my days. Like today, my day doesn't even start until like 8:30 p.m. Okay? The moment I end stream, that's when my day gets to start. And I'm like, wow, okay, now what do I want to do? I want to do this and I want to do that. And I finally have some alone time to write the beautiful fan fiction that I've been meaning to write all week. And now, you know, by the time I'm done, it's like 3 a.m. and I still have to shower, and I still have to, like, you know, clean my room, and I still have to brush my teeth and dry my hair, and see, the time just gets away from you, man. And I'm such a neat-pilled gal. Yeah, sleep is more important than fanfiction smut. And nobody writes fanfiction smut, dipshit. Nobody writes a fan. I don't even have time to play 100 line. You know how tragic that is? All I wanted to do all week was play more 100 line and see more LP, but I can't because I have to be the productive member of society. And notice how she did. I did mention showering, you dumbass. Open your ears and pay attention before I freaking shove Q-tips in your ears and make your eardrums rupture and bleed everywhere. Oh my god, shut up! I rate the tragedy 3 Titanics. I rate this tragedy 5 submarines. 5 millionaires in a submarine out of 5. You never said. I said I have to shower, and then I said a little bit later, ah man, I have to brush my teeth and dry my hair. Why would I dry my hair if I didn't shower, you dumbass? You can't dry your hair if it's already dried. Why would you? 5 ocean gates out of 5. Of course I shower. Are you kidding me? I can't go to bed without showering, especially because it's like hot outside now. Because it's sweaty. That's disgusting. My grandpa was a submarine. I'll tell your grandpa to reincarnate as something better in the next life. That sucks. I don't give a shit. God, remember Ocean Gate? I do. The VTuber fan cannot conceptualize a shower. The VTuber fan thinks a shower is licking an anime girl clean with their tongue. But the reality is no girl would ever allow you to lick them clean with their tongue. Or your tongue, no. And then the guys are like, oh, but an anime girl would lick me clean with her tongue if I needed to shower. And I hate to break it to you, bozo, but you watch VTubers. No girl wants you. There's no girl on earth that wants you. You watch VTubers. Oh man, I'm the biggest fan of Face Connect. No girl wants you, bro. No. How about instead of pulling up a stream, you try to pull some bitches, okay? Real shit. It's real and true. Yes. Yes. You're opening Uma Musume and pulling for horse girls. What if you tried to pull yourself a girlfriend? Did you ever think about that? You don't have to tell anyone. But there's no fun of being a closet neat. Isn't this what the plot of Oremo is about? Is that being a closet neat, a closet fan is boring and lonely, and connecting with others and learning to express your true self is what creates happiness. See, that's a life lesson to take away from Oremo, right? That's a lesson that I take with me every single. Leah, hop on Uma Musume. I don't like horses. Why would I play Uma Musume? I don't like horses. I don't care how cute the girls are. I don't like horses. I don't even care that they're like cute anime girls. They're fucking horses, bro. I hate horses. I hate horses. Thank God your month is almost over. Is today the last day of Pride Month? No, it's coming up though. Man, Monday is the last day that gay people are gonna exist, and then after Monday, they're gonna come and they're gonna kill me. They're gonna be like, Leah. They're gonna show me a picture of a man and be like, do you find this sexually repulsive or sexually attractive? And I'm gonna start throwing up on their shoes, and they're gonna be like, well, put her down, boys. We got a lesbian on our hands, and then I'll die. And then the next stream I do, it'll be like the person that killed me, and then they'll be like, yeah, we killed Leah because she wants to kiss women. It's like the Big Bang all over again, except I didn't bang a woman. I didn't get banged by a woman. I got banged by a shotgun. That sucks. What if it's a picture of Eito? Well, no, it has to be Eito as a beautiful woman, and then we can talk. But every time I see Eito as a beautiful woman, I have to change to a different Twitter account. I'm starting to get nervous looking at pictures of Eito as a beautiful woman. It's next stream idea. No. The Face Connect reputation is never gonna get better if I do a stream like that. People are gonna think I'm actually homophobic, and they're gonna be like, the call is coming from inside the house, dog. It's okay, I promise. But then everyone's gonna be like, no, Leah from Face Connect, she's homophobic. Girl, have you ever watched a Leah stream? All I do is talk about how bad I want women. No. Femboy, I don't like, no, femboys are gross. Oh, I'm sorry. It's not funny. It's not funny. I'm sorry. I didn't mean that. I didn't mean that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, femboys. I didn't mean that. I'm sorry. It's not funny. It's not funny. I'm laughing because I'm nervous. I'm sorry, femboys. I did not mean that. We're canceled. No, please don't cancel me. I'm sorry. No. I was just watching your first meet and greet clip. No one showed up. You're very strong and have grown so much. Thank you. Thank you. It doesn't really get me down anymore, but God did it used to. But now it's okay. The police are coming. No, stop! Stop! I can't believe Leah's femboy phobic. I'm shaking, crying right now. Google Docky, Leah from Face Connect hates femboys. I'm sorry, I don't like them. I'm sorry, I don't understand the appeal. Like, you show me like a Stolfo Grand Blue Fantasy, I don't get it. I don't get it. Astolfo doesn't even look like a beautiful woman. Astolfo just looks like a Stolfo, and I don't get it. I prefer real girls. Yeah, I want real girl. I want real women. It's real emotion when I look at women. They're so beautiful. I just want to kiss them on the mouth, and then I think about boobs all day. It's really cool, and I love being so gay during Pride Month. You don't want a man that looks like a girl? No, I don't want that. I'm really okay. I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm a gay. It was a Grisai no Kajitsu reference. Picked that up on the summer Steam sale. You know, when I was like 13 maybe, I sent an email to Frontwing and I was like, hey, I like Grisai no Kajitsu. We should work together because I cosplay Michiru, and they were like, contact us again when you're legal, and I was like, okay. And then I don't know why I did that. It kind of haunts me every day of my life. Why did I do that? why did I do that? It keeps me up at night. I can't stop. Well, did you No, I did not fucking contact them again. No. I did not. I never would. The poor bastard who read the email. That was me. That was my job. Sending the follow-up email. No. It haunts me every single day. It's so embarrassing, man. It's like, does anything get better? No, I missed my shot. It's not a shot that I wanted, so it's really okay. I left them hanging. I did. It's bad. My dark past. No, it's bad. But it's fine. Oh, oops! I almost hit the end stream button. Oopsie. They're still waiting. My dork passed. My dork passed. Leah as an official phase cosplayer in an alternate timeline, probably. In an alternate timeline where they needed cosplayers and I never became a VTuber, probably. Like, honestly. That would have been strange being on the other side. But I'm Leah. Leah cosplaying Leah. That'd be weird. No, Leah cosplayer is too cute. I could never take her spot. No. She like mentioned on Twitter. And she was like, Leah, do you know Menchika Idol? And I was like I don't really know much about like boy groups in general. I don't like in real life. I was about to say I don't listen to many of them, but then I love OnStars and I love A3. That's crazy. But I was like, I don't really know any except for Pandora. I don't know if you guys know. They're a idol group. No, I don't know if Chica Idol is. They're like pretty popular for a Chica Idol group if they are technically Chica Idol. But I used to get TikToks for them all the time. And then one of their songs got stuck in my head for a really long time, so I decided to start checking them out. And I'm really glad that I don't like stan like male groups in real life, because I feel like I would be a diehard fan of one of the members, and then I would be a completely different person. But I'm really normal. I'm really normal about them, and yes, so you know, is he blue and blue? No, he's not. But he's the closest thing I think to Tsumugi Alba in real life, and it terrifies me. So yeah, that I stopped listening to them. So it's not anything like that. I just don't want to. You know, like the K-pop girls that go crazy for like BTS. Opar, Sarong, hey. I feel like I would be the weeaboo equivalent of that in a different timeline. So that's why I gotta be so normal. I thought you liked him again. Smoogie Alba? Yeah, he's my G. He's standing right in front of me. He's right here. And then I have the Ato, and then I put them next to each other so it looks like Smoogie has his hand on Ato's shoulder. Yeah, you're not a BTS stan? No. I think the only male K-pop group I ever liked was EXO. And even with EXO, like, it's pretty... I don't know. I was pretty casual, I guess, compared to a lot of other people about EXO. That's like it. Right? K-pop stan AU. No! It's just... Yeah, the only... Well, I guess, like, there was a period of time when I kind of liked VIX, too. But then I never really kept up with VIX. It was just EXO. I still listen to EXO. So, but I don't really keep up with them. What type of music do you like? My taste is all over the place. I don't have like any one thing that I like. I think I just like idols in general. Like any group that is idol-like. It doesn't have to be exactly. Big Bang? I never listened to Big Bang. I'm sorry. I listen to a lot of girl groups though. Like a lot of girl groups. I like girl groups. Yeah, you like country. Okay, I don't listen to country music. Shut the fuck up. I would never be like, hey yo, let's turn on some what's a country singer? Toby Keith. Is that a country singer? Did I make that up? It sounds like a country name. Yeah, let's turn on. Hey, country is great. Do you live in Arkansas? I think you live in Arkansas because only people that live in Arkansas would say country is good. I've never met a person in real life. He died recently. I'm sorry, that's not funny. I'm just shocked. I was just shocked at learning that information, and my first instinct was to giggle, but it's not funny. I'm sorry, Toby Keith. I mean, old people exist. Are there old people that listen to country music, though? You know, I was kind of convinced that old people don't listen to music because none of my grandparents ever, like, listen to music. I've never heard any of my grandparents listening to music before, so I just assumed there was an age when you stopped liking music. So, is Johnny Cash country? Is Oingo Boingo considered heavy metal? No, I'm trying to think. What like music artists do I listen to? I think mostly I just listen to a lot of Ghost. You guys know I love Ghost. Papa. Other than that, ensemble stars and video game music. Anything else? Some 80s music, I think. That's it. Yeah, I just listened to the XIV soundtrack unironically. I'm like, yo, this shit's fired. It's like the final day, and I'm breaking it down in my room. I'm throwing it back to the final day. Review Starlight. Yeah, Review Starlight. I have the music taste of a VTuber fan. You do realize... No, it's fine. It's nothing. I was stun-locked by your stupidity. It's okay. Pretty much. Well, do we? Okay. I was just She has to like. I've never listened to Taylor Swift willingly. They play Taylor Swift like on the radio sometimes, or like in the grocery store, and that's the only. Yeah, that's the only... What antidepressant are you on? That's crazy! That's crazy! What antidepressant are you on? I'm not on antidepressants. I'm sorry. No. No. I don't take antidepressants anymore. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. My health is very good though. Thank you for asking. I am very good health. No silly pills. Well, no, that's not entirely true. I won't get into it on stream. It is very personal, but yeah, I'm not unmedicated. Stop. That'd be bad. No. No, it's just it's a little different. So, all you need to know is that I'm medicated and healthy. And yeah, and I don't have heart pain anymore. But I am lesbian. So I guess my health is not perfect. What kind of lesbian are you? What do they refer to them as? They're like, how do there's like a classification, unironically. I remember learning about this a while ago. Oh, and now my thing wants to change language. This wasn't working right. It was like this one. This. Yeah. Okay. I won't give you the answer. There's like a way of like talking about it. Stage 4 lesbian, it's terminal. I have stage 4 lesbianism. It's so bad. All I can do is look at women. That brings us to the topic today, is host clubs. And you're gonna be like, Leah, what is the relationship between lesbians and host clubs? And my answer is that because I am a lesbian, I have never been to a host club before. But I did go to Kabukicho. Unwillingly. I did not know I was in Kabukicho. But I've told this story before. I went to get my nails done like last year in Japan, and I had problems finding the nail salon. So I finally got to the nail salon and I was like, okay, cool. And then I left the nail salon and I walked down the street. And I was like using my phone to navigate because I wanted to go to the crane game place nearby because I wanted to get this plushie from the crane game. Spoiler, I did not get the plushie from the crane game, and now it's like hundreds of dollars online, and it really pisses me off. But that's like besides the point. The point is I was like using my phone to navigate to get to the crane game place, and it took me down the street, and I was like, that's normal, going down a street with your phone navigation? Yeah. And I went down the street and it was lined with host clubs, and there was a big old sign that said Kabukicho, and I was like, oh dear God, I did not know I was here. And there were like no people in the alley I was walking through, save for like a couple of them, and I was like, I had my head like down and I was walking very fast to get out of there. And that was the most experience I've ever had with the host club before. Yep. You were alone. I sure was, and I did not know, and so I tried to get out of there as fast as possible, and then I ended up back on like a very busy area, and I went to the crane game place, and I didn't get the thing I wanted from the crane game, and I was really sad because I was forced to go through the host club area of Kabukicho alone, and then I didn't even get rewarded for it, and I was really sad, but I had really cute nails that I had just gotten done, so then I stopped being sad about it like a couple minutes later. And it was fine. And then I went to a really cute cafe by myself, and it was awesome. So yeah, that was great. So lesson to be learned is I don't know how I could have avoided that, because when I was going down that street, it did not give any indication that I would be in Kabukicho. So I guess run. If you end up in an alley like that, run. That's if it's the daytime Kabukicho is fine. Yeah, it was like the morning. So I'm pretty sure that's why no one was there, but I would not willingly do that. I've never been like, hey man, you know what my ideal weekday night would be is going to a host club. However, there are host clubs for women that have beautiful, handsome women working there, and I can't go because I would get nervous with all it would take is one tomboyish woman walking up to me, and then I am just a girl that likes other girls. She tells me, hey kitten, drop $4,000 on a bottle of champagne. Well, who am I to say no to a beautiful woman, right? So that's why I will never go. Women too beautiful. I just look at the beautiful women at host clubs and I start to get nervous. So yeah, but don't go to host clubs, man. They're predatory. I've never been to one, so I can't give you like a first-hand experience, and I don't know people that have been to host clubs before, but all I know about them is they're very predatory. And they're like, yeah, you would just spend all this money, and then like, oh, but like that table over there is spending more money, and so they're getting more attention from the host that you want attention from. So you have to like fight for the host you want his attention, and you know, Tenma went to one. What the hell? Really? Oh, that's weird. Well, I mean, not weird. It's hard to imagine Tenma at a host club, I think. I can't picture it in my head. Tenma at a host club. I don't know. I'm trying to picture it. They're just brothels. I don't think they're brothels because I don't think the guys like at a host club like actually like with the customers. I think it's like a very transactional thing, which is fine. But the thing is, like, it creates a lot of parasocial people, right? Have you ever seen like there's this TikTok account that I used to like not follow, but I used to see it a lot of like people in Kabukicho having meltdowns over like hosts and stuff, and I used to see a lot of videos of like girls storming out of host clubs and like throwing shit at the hosts and like screaming at them and stuff, and it was crazy. Shit gets wild, man. It really does. And then like I've seen videos of girls like getting into like fist fights and stuff for the same host, while the host guy just stands there and watches. It's like, hello, what is happening here? Good mentally for the host. I don't think it's good for anyone mentally. Come on. The term is by Foxnen. Tomboy is for girls who are like, what? Not Rosa Versailles. No, there's an idol group very specifically that. Okay. This is what created the monster that is Leah. So when I was a kid, a little baby Leah. You know, I was really into Morning Musume when I was little. That was like what started everything for me. Was I was super into Morning Musume, right? And because of Morning Musume, another group that was really popular at the time is a J-pop group called Arashi. They're very popular at the time, right? And so obviously, like, you know, seeing them around in Morning Musume kind of sent me down a rabbit hole. Right? And eventually, I found this idol group that I've never seen before, and I was like, I was enjoying the music, right? And they're a very good group. I can't find, like, I don't know if they're the same members. I actually haven't kept up with them, and okay, this exact picture is this picture is so blurry, but this exact picture is the first one I ever saw of them. That's so awesome. Okay. It's gonna be really blurry. It's fine. It's fine. Image. This one. Download. Okay, this. Oh. Why'd it get fucked up? Hold on. Hold on. This idol group I found out about, right? When I was little baby Leah. And I was like, wow, their music is good. And, you know, as a baby Leah, I was like, they're really handsome. They're not boys. And when I found out they weren't boys, well, they're a group called Fudanjuku. Danso group. Danso is girls that have, like, boy personas, and the rest was history. They're handsome girls, and they're idols, and I was like, whoa, that's so awesome. For a while, I couldn't decide if I wanted to be them or if I was really in love with them. I think that it's still the same. I can't decide if I want to be them or if I'm in love with them, but yeah, so there you go. A little bit of learning for you today is danso is a term for girls that dress as boys, and there's a lot of cool groups that do it. But yes, Fudanjuku, they're an older group, and they're really great. I haven't kept up with them at all, but they're always on my mind because I loved them. And Oron High. No, that's weird. No. And fate was sealed. Yeah. So there's like host clubs, right, that have like girls that are handsome. Like then it's a problem. But if it's like a normal host club. No. Talk about how Tenma got a host from a host club blackout. I've never heard Tenma talk about going to a host club before. What the you guys would know this better than I do. Okay? I've never heard of Tenma going to a host club before. Like ever. And all the time that I've known her, I've never heard the story of how she ended up doing this. Like, what? Probably easy clip to find. I'm not a clip watcher. I know her. I could just ask her. And also went to a host club talking about Pokemon cards. That's so awesome. That's so awesome. I think, like, you gotta talk to your gen mates more. I've never felt the need to be like, hey, anyone here gone to a host club before? That's what? No, I've never. That thought has never crossed my mind. No. I'm sorry. I'm not that intelligent to have considered that my gen mates would go to a host club, because I just assume that nobody goes to host clubs. But I guess it's like not a fair thing to say because host clubs are very popular. Yeah. Yeah, when she just go, okay, I knew about Clara, but that's different. I know about Clara, but that's a different situation. Okay. I'm pretty sure Clara has been to a host club, but Clara's a very wild person, and she has a lot of unique experiences. I think that she's so much more extroverted than I am, because I could never be an extrovert like she is. Everyone's done wild shit. Not me! What's the most wild thing I've ever done? What's the most wild thing that I've ever done? I've never... I don't know, I think I'm too... I think I'm too much of a neat. Is an extrovert? No! VTubing, that doesn't count. Like, when I was a cosplayer, I never went to, like, cosplay parties. And, like, I've never been to a hotel party. I've never been to a cosplay party. I've never, you know, like, you hear all the stories about cosplayers that are like, yeah, like, people in my hotel room were, like, having sex on the bed and I was making out with, like, that's never happened to me. You know what happens when I go to a hotel and for a cosplay convention? I sleep. I sleep in the bed. And then everyone, like, I can hear the partying and stuff, and I'm sleeping in the bed. That's what's going on. There was one time at a con, I stayed in the hotel and I couldn't sleep, so I left the hotel room in my jammies and just walked around, like, the courtyard for a little bit. And I saw a bunch of people that were, like, partying or on their way to parties or, like, coming back from parties, and, like, that was fun. But, like, I just wanted to walk around, and then I went back to my room and went to bed. That's my wildest cosplay story. I walked around a courtyard at a hotel after midnight. I don't know. I've never even, like, crossed paths with I don't know. It's never something that's come close to me, and I'm very thankful for it, because that's not my idea of fun. My idea of fun is playing with toys and color. Hotel parties aren't the vibe. They're not. I've never, and, like, even, you know, like, people, oh yeah, when I was in high school I did this crazy thing, and when I was in high school I did this crazy thing. I went to a single party in high school, and it was my friend's birthday party for her cousin, so all of her family was there, and and we had Jello cake, and it was very tasty. Yeah. Yeah, that's about it. Leo was a +1. That's pretty wild. Yeah, like a poke cake? No, it was like a Jello cake. I've never had it before. It was like Jello and condensed milk and like all these different flavors of Jello. It was really good. I read that I licked a wall in Estonia, but that's not, like, wild. That's just weird. Why did I do that? I don't fucking know. Yeah, I did that. I don't... Do I have any, like, wild internet stories? I was just a run-of-the-mill Fujoshi. I still am a run-of-the-mill Fujoshi. That's about it. I'm not a normie. I'm just a very introverted person, I think. I don't know. I don't want to have a crazy party life. I just... You know, it took me forever to psych myself up to go to karaoke. Oh, okay. Okay, that's probably the craziest story I have. Okay. Okay, for those of you that are not familiar, the craziest thing I've ever done in probably my entire life was last year. Pippa, Uruka, me, and our friends went to karaoke together. And we all got, like, blackout. Well, I don't know if blackout is a term. We got so drunk, we were, like, puking all night. And this was the night before I went to Kabukicho on accident. So to put it into perspective, I was hungover also when I was in Kabukicho. It was a very interesting... The tequila carousel, yes! Black means you don't remember. Okay, yeah, I remember. Yeah, I remember. Yeah. That's a crazy experience. Sorry, that was a crazy experience. I will give myself that one. That's the craziest experience I've ever had. But the result of that is I can't handle alcohol anymore. Like, my tolerance after that day is just so bad. I was at a bar recently. Well, it's not like technically a bar. It was a restaurant, but like I sat near the bar, so I guess like by technicality it would be a bar because that's not important. Okay, I was at a restaurant and there's a bar and I was like, okay, I want to get an alcoholic beverage, right? I will get an alcoholic beverage. And I ordered an alcoholic beverage, and halfway through the drink, I could feel myself getting like the Asian flush. Like my face was like, I could feel it like turning red. This is half a drink, right? It wasn't even like a crazy alcoholic drink. As like I could feel my face like getting super red, and I was like getting a little like, I don't know how to explain it. When you drink and like your head gets like a little bit light, and I was like, am I really like getting like this over half a drink? If I fucking drink this whole thing, I will probably end up like at least more, like slightly more than tipsy. That was so embarrassing. So I stopped drinking it and I gave it to my friend, and I was so, that's so embarrassing. I used to have like a good tolerance too. It sucks. No. Do you even eat when you drink, or do you go full white girl with an empty stomach? I mean, I don't really eat a lot in general, so I guess in any case I drink, it would likely be on an empty stomach. I can't think of a single time that I've drank and ate something. Which sounds bad, but I don't know. And it's just, I'm not crazy about food. Anyways. Anyways, yeah, so that's my story of how I have no alcoholic tolerance anymore. It's really embarrassing, and I am constantly living in shame of it. Since that day, I have not consumed alcohol. That's a lie. I had like a soju cocktail thing in a can like 2 months ago, but it didn't have like any alcohol in it, so it didn't count. And also right after I drank it, I just went to sleep, so I couldn't tell you if like I felt anything or not, because I just went to bed right after. It's not important. I'm living life on the edge. Non-alcoholic soju, it was basically juice. It was just basically juice. Osake jelly things, I've never had the jelly things. Yeah, I don't know. That's like the best thing that I can like provide you guys is like a crazy story. That's all I got for you. I played Eroge. Like that's pretty wild. I've been playing Eroge for like a long time. Is that a crazy story? Does that count? No. Old news. Okay. Have I ever gotten into a fist fight? No. Is there a situation where I should have got into a fist fight? I don't know. Was there even a situation for me to be in a fist fight in my life? No. Have you played the hit Eroge Meet and Fuck Kingdom? I'm sorry. I'm sorry? What? Fighting over a digital husband. No, I'm not like possessive over my Oshi. Meet and huh? Meet and huh? What is a meet and fuck kingdom? I don't want to Google this. What do you mean meet and huh? You guys are the one that said it. Am I cute? Meet and huh? Is that the meme? Meet and huh? Meet and fuck kingdom. What is this? What is this? I'm not Googling meat and fuck on my freaking browser, man. It's a classic. I don't. It's a NSFW game. Yeah, no shit, Sherlock. I would never have guessed. Who are you meeting? Well, his name starts with an E, and he's really tall and kind of strange, and kind of looks pathetic, and I want to hit him with my car, and I wish he would die, and I'm gonna kill him. Edwin. My name is a fucking mimic. Oh yeah, my name is a fucking mimic. Oh yeah, bum bada bum 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 bada bum 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 bum. Yeah. He looks like. Does he look like Silver the Hedgehog? Welcome to my gamer pad. As you can see, many girls do not come in here because I get so tilted at the time. I like friends. They don't treat you like a friend. They treat you like an item. Sometimes I wish I could be more than to these women, but unfortunately, as a gamer, I don't get respect. Well, I'm not a gamer, so maybe they'd respect me. That just makes you a beta cock. Just an accessory to these women, but unfortunately, as a gamer, I don't get respect. I'm not. Are you okay? I feel like I'm giving myself psychosis trying to remember this. I feel like I'm giving myself psychosis trying to remember how this goes. I can't. I can't remember. I used to quote it all the time. I don't remember. The voices in my head. Yeah. Yeah. Liam, what was the stream topic today for host clubs? I wanted to bring up host clubs simply because I saw a tweet talking about how in Osaka there is a 4-letter word host club that ends with an I that I don't want to say out loud. And they do have that symbol, and they do wear those outfits, and it's crazy. Yaoi? Oh, no, it's a World War II host club in Osaka. Yeah. Oh. Who thought that was a good idea? Who was like, yeah, you know what would be a banger? This. Like, are you fucking kidding me? I saw this on Twitter and I was flabbergasted. Like who they apologize for their lack of awareness. Oh, okay, this was from a couple years ago. But okay, this is from 3 years ago. However, I feel like saying after the fact, after that you have been running this business, and after you have already had paying customers and taken photos for promotion and opened your store and served drinks and had social media, I feel like it's this was 2021, and I would like to think that awareness between 2021 and 2025 has not changed. Like, come on, man. Who was like, yeah, stamp of approval on that one? Like, are you, what? What the fuck? It's so bad. It's so bad. The money was worth it. Who's paying to go? Because I feel like the customers are just as bad. Who's like, you know what? I have a great idea for a Saturday night. Tenma, let's go to a host club. But not any host club, okay? I have a host club in mind. An amount of people who would like what Italia in the early 2000s. Italia, and it was a real, yes, it was a real host club. Yes, it was. It shut down. Okay, I'm looking at everything right now. It shut down because of the lack of awareness. Like, what do you mean? What do you mean? It makes no sense to me. Do you think they screen their hires? No, because there was no screening. There was nobody to screen these hires, bro. I'm convinced. If there was nobody like hitting like the no button on this business existing in the first place, then I guarantee you there was nobody fucking screening their hires. No. No, dude, Eito would not work at a host club. Eito would vomit all over the first patron he sees. They'd be like, wow, Aotsuki-kun, you're so handsome, and your arms are so big, and he and then he would light the host club on fire with everybody in it. That's the reality of the situation, and I think that's beautiful. And I think that we should subject him to that. That would be awesome. Ima would though. Ima probably did. Eito has noodle thin arms. A girl, no, he doesn't. That guy is shredded, and that's why he's so disgusting and repulsive. He's shredded. Have you ever seen Eito naked? Well, I guess that's a spoiler for the game. Have you ever seen Eito in the middle of pumping it all over another guy? That's a spoiler for the game. Oh, I sure have. I sure have. Pull up the Eito ass pictures. It's canon? Aw, man, you're really forcing my hand here. I can't believe I'm being forced to do this again. Who am I to say no when chat needs me the most? What? Is that so big? Why did this become so big? There. Oh man, you're really forcing my hand to show Yaoi on screen again. Cannon Yaoi. That's what Takumi said. No, Takumi did not say anything. Factually, it's, oh my god. I don't have the butthole on my screenshots. I have it cut off right before the Nintendo censor kicks in. So this is allowed because this is compliant with the Nintendo censor. I'm hitting like the actually it's allowed because Nintendo censored this a lot more than the what? This game is on the Nintendo Switch and they had to censor Eito's pasty white butt cheeks. But in the PC version, his ass is not censored, so you can see his butt cheeks. So why is Eito red? He has a fever. He has a fever and he accidentally stumbled on top of Takumi, and Takumi is so shocked that he couldn't move. But then after that, they cured Eito of his fever. Leah's looking at the screenshot like it's a spot the difference. Who the hell decided this was a good fit for the Switch? You need this game on the Nintendo Switch so millions and billions of people can outpee. That's Yeah, yeah, his Kodaka cheeks. Kodaka wrote that route by himself, I would like to remind everyone. Kodaka was the sole writer of the route where gay sex happens. Let that sink in. It was Kodaka himself that said, yes, my game would be better with gay sex in it. And then he made it happen. So that's awesome. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Switch has a lot of lewd content. Does it really? I haven't bought games on the Nintendo Switch. I haven't really bought games on the Nintendo Switch, so I don't really know what they have on the eStore. I have hiccups. That's what I have. It's not a host club, but there are like themed cafes in Japan, right? Right? There are like themed cafes you can go to, and a lot of people know about the cafes, right? Like there's like maid cafes, which are pretty popular, and then there's like butler cafes, which are also pretty popular. There's like that one super viral like vampire cafe that's pretty popular. You know, like Japan loves their themed cafes. Actually, did you know there is a yaoi cafe where you can go and watch the guys at work at the cafe like kabedon each other and kiss each other and stuff? And it's very similar to this anime that came out called Yuri Is My Job, and I think everyone should watch it. But this is like if yaoi was my job and I got paid to kiss my coworkers all day. Well, I wouldn't do that. That's gross. But yes, the Chubby Maid Cafe. Oh, the Chubby Maid Cafe. Every time I'm in Japan, I mean to go, and then I don't. I can't bring another living person with me to the Chubby Maid Cafe, but I keep meaning to go. But then, like, if I went by myself, it would be weird, right? But like, I can't ask Uruka to go with me because that would be extremely strange. So I just have to either like suck it up and go by myself, or like be content with never going. I dream of it. I do dream of it. Have you ever read the manga Yuri Is My Job? Do you people even listen to me? Or am I just like a yapper to you? Do the words I say go in one ear and out the other? Sometimes. I mean, yeah, I could ask Uruka to go with me anywhere, and I don't. She would say that she's judging me, but then like I feel like she wouldn't actually judge me. I took Uruka to Loshing like last year for the first time, and we spent a lot of time in there. And then recently, when we were in Japan, I went by myself, but then I found her in there as well, and I was like, awesome, awesome, awesome. I was asking if you read the manga. Of course I've read the manga. Are you kidding? Do you think I just don't read Yuri manga? Come on, man. If there is a Yuri series out there that someone is like, this is mildly decent, there is a 99% chance that I have read it. I eat Yuri slop up like it is like the only thing keeping me alive. Like it is the last sustenance on earth. And oh man, Yuri. I love Yuri. Have you ever heard of the chubby? Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! It has been unread without my consent. Yeah, if there's unread Yuri out there, then it was unfortunate. Yes. Yes, a chubby maids. Chubby maids. You guys don't understand the appeal. You guys just don't understand the appeal of Have you ever heard of the Grisaya series? I'm banning you from my chat. Get out of here. Light novel Yuri. Light novel Yuri is like, that's not where the heat is, but it's like fine. It's like fine. I understand. Do you truly understand the appeal of beautiful chubby maids? Would you ever understand the appeal of beautiful chubby maids? I feel like I'm the only person on earth that can truly appreciate them for what they are, and I need to meet like-minded otaku that are as passionate about them as me. You know? Asume-chan is interested in lesbian brothels. I really... Oh, well, I don't know if I should admit that out loud. What? I've never heard of that manga before. What? Oh, that sounds so interesting. Wow. That's so interesting. I can't believe that that would be a manga. Shocked face emoji. I read the whole thing in one sitting. I don't remember if it's finished or not yet, but there were a sizable amount of chapters, and I read them all in one sitting. It was a very good series. Yes, it's quite good. Yeah. Yeah. As one should. It's pretty perfect. Yeah, you guys don't know about the yaoi cafe that you can go. I've never been to the yaoi cafe, and to be honest, I don't really have much of a desire to go. But it gets brought up every time like I talk to one of my friends, and I'm like, yeah, I was just in Japan, and she's always like, did you go to the yaoi cafe? And I'm like, no, I didn't. And she's like, well, the guys like sometimes kiss each other in there, and it's really cool. And I'm that's okay. I don't think I would have fun at the yaoi cafe. I think it's someone's vibe, but it's not mine. But if there was a Yuri cafe, there probably is a Yuri cafe. I just haven't looked into it. But are you really a weeb or a normie? I'm sorry. I'm a neat. It takes a lot of like it takes a lot for me to like get psyched up to like go somewhere on my own, except for when I'm in Japan for some reason. And then when someone's like, hey Leah, let's hang out in Japan, I'm like, why the fuck would I want to do that? And I spend all day by myself. I don't know what it is, but there was like I could have been like, hey friend, want to come with me to Akiba? But instead I was like, sorry, not going to be in Akiba that day. The day that I was messaging her on Discord from the OnStar store in Akiba. I just like doing the things that I like by myself. I went to the FNAF pop-up store all by myself, and like everybody was in there when I went with like friends and stuff, and they were taking pictures of like the FNAF stuff. Yeah, I think I was like the only person in there by myself at the time, and it was fine because like, oh my god, Freddy Fazbear, but it was a bit yeah. Why not ask the Phase Girls if they want to visit the well, no. No. We meet up in the evenings and stuff for dinner, but yeah, there's a manga called Yuri Is My Job. You're banned! 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 You're timed out. Shut up! I tried telling Uruka about Yuri Is My Job, and she just kind of looked at me strangely when I brought it up. I think she might like it though. It's a very good series, you know? Yeah. I can't be this unsociable. I don't know. I feel like whenever I like have like a day where I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do this by myself, right? Like I'm gonna go by myself. I like to do things very much at my own pace, right? And I'm a very my pace type of person, right? I just think overall I do things at my own pace. And when like my own rhythm gets messed up, I get kind of grumpy. It doesn't mean that I don't like doing things with friends, but I just have to like, I don't know, it's just not all the time, you know? And so when like I have like a day where I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go by myself and like do this thing by myself, and someone is like, hey Leah, like let's go together. I mean, I'll say yes. But sometimes I'm just like, no. I don't want to. I want to be by myself. And it's very nice. Or I'll be like, I want to do this by myself, but we can meet up later and do some other stuff together. Or like, I can wait to do this thing, but like, I want to do this other thing by myself. And then it's fine. Do you really have more fun by yourself? Yeah, sometimes. Yeah. Sometimes I do. I don't know. I think it depends. Like, if I'm doing something, like, specifically, like, for Oshikatsu or something, then I really want to do it on my own. I don't really like having, like, other people with me when I'm doing, like, Oshi activities. And that sounds strange, because probably, like, oh, it's better to, like, do Oshi stuff with other people. But I just think, like, I spend a lot of time with, like, Oshi-related hobbies by myself that now, like, it's... like, I'm so used to doing it on my own that when I see, like, other people or, like, other people want to, like, you know, engage with me in it, I don't like it because I'm just so used to, like, being the only person that gives a gaff. But it's fine, you know? Yeah. I don't know why people think you're not having fun if you're doing things alone. Right! When I was in Japan recently, I had like a lot of time by myself. But one of the days I went to this is the day before I like actually, was this the day before? It was the day that I was going around and there were a bunch of like Nikkei posters, and this is before you guys knew about the Nikkei thing. I was going around in Japan taking pictures with the Nikkei posters because, you know, and when I was like there, I was all by myself, and I got to, you know, like the restaurant that I really like, you know, it was by myself, and I ate at the restaurant that I really like, and then I went and I shopped around for some stuff by myself. And then, what else did I do? I saw Aotsuki Eito for the first time out of the corner of my eye and went, damn, that guy's ugly. And then I saw Amy talking about the crazy Kodaka game, and I was like, looks interesting. Maybe I'll just play it for like a little bit on stream and then drop it. So that was an experience that I had. Little did I know that seeing Aotsuki Eito inside of Animate was about to like unleash an unprecedented storm in my life. But I remember being in Animate and like seeing like the 100 line like standee, and I was like, oh yeah, that's Danganronpa. Oh yeah, Danganronpa 4 is about to come out. And then I saw it and I was like, oh yeah, I'll just buy it like ahead of time and then play it. And then I got home and I was like, oh yeah, oh yeah, I'm playing 100 line this day. Don't really give a gaff. And when I'm sorry to say, when I started the stream, I was like, we'll just do this as a one-time thing. But then I got kind of into it, and then I have cursed talismans in my bedroom now. Sounds like you trashing your future. I always have to go through a process of like hating on the thing that I'm about to get horrifically obsessed with. This happened literally every single time I end up liking something. Like it is eventually, no. If I end up liking something, I start off as a hater, right? Iori, thank you for the raid. Hi, raiders. Hello. Leah hates chat. No, that's different. I will never like you guys. But like Final Fantasy 14, I was a hater and I didn't understand why people liked it, right? And I was like, this is so shit. I don't know. Tsumugi from OnStars. That's by Kami Oshi. I fucking hated Tsumugi when he came out. Like, I hated him. Idia from Twisted Wonderland. I used to anti him on Tumblr like all the fucking time because I thought he was such a horrible character. Eito, I thought he was ugly. Yeah. I dropped the hate so easily. My hate has turned to love, as he would say. Didn't you like Eito from the beginning? I thought he was ugly when I saw him, and then once I started playing, I was like, okay, this guy's kind of goated. But the truth of the Eito situation that you guys never saw was I was going back on my Twitter account, and I was like, man, this guy has no substance to him. He's very one note. He's cute and he's moe, and I like that about him, but he has no substance and he's actually kind of boring. But out of everyone in the cast, I can't decide on a character I would like more. Probably Gaku. You did not see this happen because I was trying very hard to make it not look like this. But I was like, man, he has no substance to him. And I was convinced that his character arc was over after like the whole like, I've never had a friend before. And I was like, okay, you know, that's nice, I guess, but whatever. And then this boring ass about to change my wiring in my brain for forever, man. And yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Anyways, you should buy 100 line Last Defense Academy. It is the only game to be released that is truly worth $60, and it's on sale, and you should get it. And you should also never go to a host club. Ato made you lick cake off of Ava. I wish that I could lick cake off of Ato while he tries really hard not to throw up and he's like crying the whole time because he's so grossed out and there's nothing he can do about it. I didn't mean that. I'm sorry. Very cool, yeah, thanks. Thanks. Yeah, anyways. Yeah, and lessons today from the Leah stream, buy 100 line, and have you heard of the Chubby Mate? No, I haven't heard of the Chubby Maid Cafe, actually. Could you enlighten me? What the vibrating stop! No, I have to take the liquor to the vet, and so the vet keeps like messaging me every couple of like hours, and they're like, confirm yes or no, are you taking the liquor or the liquor? Sorry, the liquor. No, the liquor. The liquor. Are you taking the liquor to the vet? And I'm like, yes. And then they're like message a couple more hours later, and they'll be like, are you taking, like, yes, girl, yes, I am taking her. Yes. Yes, we are taking her to the vet. And then they'll message back and be like, can you confirm yes or no? Are you coming to your... Yes! Yes! Is she gonna get another cone? No, she's just going to get her nails trimmed. Yeah, she's just gonna go get her nails trimmed. Because every time I try to trim her nails, she decides that it's time to fucking hurt me. And she scratched me really bad the other day when I was trying to. And I was like, hey, that's fucked up. And I have to like pin her to the ground and try, but then she like moves around too much, and I'm worried that I'm gonna cut it too short, and then she's moving around and she hurts me and she bites me. So you know what? She wants to throw a fit and not let me trim her nails, even though I'm so nice and so gentle. I'm gonna take her to the fucking vet. That's what she gets. She fights back. She's a fighter. Well, she's not allowed to do that, and so she wants to be a little pain in the ass, then she gets to go to the vet. That's what happens. She wants, yeah, you could take your cats. If your cat's not behaving, just take them to the vet. Yeah, that's her punishment. I tell her every day, I'm like, you're going to the vet. You're freaking annoying. And she looks at me like I'm stupid or something. No. You have to train them when they're kittens. She was fine as a kitten. And then she went through like a rebellious teenager phase, and she's been stuck in a rebellious teenager phase ever since. And now she's fucking old. Like, I don't know, when she was a baby, She was so well-mannered, and she would let me trim her nails, and she would sleep on her back so I could kiss her belly, and she would sleep like a little person, and she's so cute. She was a little troublesome, but she was so cute. And then, I don't know when, but she turned into a freaking little monster, and now every time I try to trim her nails, she's a jerk. And it's just gotten worse, because, like, I used to be able to, like, at least pin her down. Yeah, are you shaking her or something? No! I'm just, like, how do I explain this? I have her sitting in my lap. And then I am hugging her with one hand, and, like, using the hand to, like, hold her paw, and then the other hand I'm trimming. Like, she's not being hurt. She's fine. She's fucking fine, man. And she just is dramatic and annoying and stupid and ugly. And she threw up on my rug the other day. Okay? She, like, fucking threw up on my rug. My nice rug in my bedroom that I keep so clean and tidy. And, you know, cats will throw up hairballs. That's fine. But she's so good about not throwing it up on my rug. And this is important because she threw up after I tried to clip her nails. After I tried to cut her nails, this was the moment she decided, no, instead of throwing up on the tile like I normally do, I'm gonna throw up on your fucking rug. So I had to replace the entire rug because I tried to clean it, and the rug is like, okay, it was like a really cheap rug, right? Don't cheap out when you buy stuff for your room. But also do if you have a cat, because they're freaking annoying. I cheaped out on buying a rug, and my hubris, you know, she threw up on it, so it didn't clean properly, and so I had to buy a new one, and it doesn't really do the same thing in my room. I don't really like walking on it because it's too soft, you know. And like my old rug that I had, like it had like the perfect texture, but this one that I got is like easy to clean if you have cats specifically. And I was like, that's a good investment to make in case she decides to be a little bitch again. It sounds like a cat. Could there be a scent she dislikes or the nail clippers? I just think she doesn't like her nails being clipped. But if she doesn't like it, then I'm gonna take her to the vet. And that's what she gets. It was revenge. Having a cat is so rough, man. Was the cat not potty trained? Have you ever had a pet before? If they gotta throw up, they're just gonna throw up. I don't think they're gonna go to the litter box and throw up. I just think if the cat's gonna throw up, the cat's gonna throw up. Is Leah potty trained? Depends on the cat. It could be. I think it depends on the cat. Yeah, cats specifically look for soft things to throw up on. She normally throws up on the... She doesn't throw up often. It's very rare that she does, right? Because, like, you know, cats will, like, throw up hairballs and stuff. I keep my room so clean. Not like, clutter-wise, I'll admit, right? My room gets pretty cluttered. But, like, at least, like, vacuuming and mopping and sweeping, my floor is always very clean because I don't want her eating fucking hair and getting hairballs. So I constantly am vacuuming and mopping and cleaning, and so there's not many opportunities for her to eat shit that would give her a hairball, so she doesn't really throw up that often. So it's very rare that she does. And you know what? Sometimes it just happens, and that's okay. Nobody's perfect. But not on my rug, man. Your hair is on the floor for your cat to eat? Well, if you're like a girl, it's... I don't know. If you're a girl, your hair just kind of ends up, like, in the most random places. I don't know. If you have long hair especially, it's like... I don't know. I think it depends on the cat, too. Some cats just, like, chewing on stuff. Yeah. You can blame it on the cursed talisman. Same if you're a guy. I don't know much about being a man. No. Sorry. I didn't mean to say that. The truth is, I'm actually a guy. And well, the only thing I've ever wanted in life was, to experience what it's like to shove my tongue down another guy's throat. You know,
maybe I could use all for one on my tongue and pin another guy's tongue down. You know, maybe swirl it around a little bit. But unfortunately, I'm just me, and no other guy would ever be into me. Hey, I'm Evil Jax.
Can you please stop quoting that video? No. No. That's my brain rot for like the next couple of weeks is that fucking video.
My first dream is to be like All Might, and my second dream is for Kacchan to shove his tongue down my throat and maybe swirl it around a little bit, and then we could have a tongue battle. We could be like, yeah, 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 and then I'd eventually pin down Kacchan's tongue. I'd be so much stronger that I'd pin his tongue down. I'd use all for one and pin his tongue down, and then I'd use Black Whip on my tongue.
What are you quoting? I can't stop quoting that video. I can't stop. It's like play the audio. Oh man, you're right. I'll play the TikTok audio for you. Hold on, where's my TikTok? Okay, hold on. Let me find it. Hopefully it's still in here. In my likes. Of course I liked this video. Are you kidding me? It's I think it's this one. Okay, I have it. Oh shit, I turned down the volume. Okay, I have it. I have this on fucking demand. Yes.
First dream is to be a #1 hero like All Might. And my second dream is for Kacchan to put his tongue in my mouth and swirl it around. And maybe we can have a little like tongue battle, like back and forth, like yeah. But then I would eventually pin his tongue down with the strength. I would use one for all on my tongue, and I would pin his tongue down to assert my dominance. And then I would use Black Whip. I would use Black Whip for my tongue like I did like Asui.
I hate this. It's so fucking funny, man. Like Asui. I'm crying. I love that video so much. I can't stop quoting it. It's so bad. I think about it all the time. I didn't think it could be worse than what you were doing, and I was wrong. It's so good. It's so awesome. It's so. This is what happens in My Hero. I haven't seen it. There used to be like this There used to be this person on TikTok back like when I first started using TikTok. I think about them daily. Okay, they were like my favorite TikTok account ever. They were a Katsuki Bakugo cosplayer, and they would do like skits, like very ironic, cringe on purpose skits as Bakugo. Or like shit like that. Except it wasn't like Bakugo. For whatever reason, they were like Bakugo but a farmer, and then they were doing skits like that, and it was so awesome. It was like I can't explain it. Farmer Bakugo, that's all I ever think of. It starts off as ironic. They were so funny. They were so fucking funny, man. I miss them so much. I desperately wish Farmer Bakugo would come back. Like I need Farmer Bakugo back in my life. I think about this person every single day. Oh, like they were like Bakugo but with a country accent. Oh god, I can't explain this like verbally. It sounds like I'm crazy, but like their account is the reason I started using TikTok. Is because I saw them in like I used to watch like TikTok like Danganronpa cringe compilations on YouTube during like I don't know why. I got obsessed with them during COVID. And then like I saw the Farmer Bakugo in one of those compilations, and I thought they were so funny. So I downloaded TikTok specifically to find their account so I could watch more of their videos. And then I just got like so obsessed with them. Like every time they uploaded, I was like, oh yeah, Farmer Bakugo's back on. And so, did you watch any Danganronpa YouTube poops? No, but I saw like someone's making a 100-line one, and I found it unironically funny. And then I got really embarrassed that I found it funny because it's a YouTube poop, but I did laugh. You know how it is. Drop the link. I don't think they have a TikTok account anymore. I'm gonna look if I can find. If I can find their TikTok account, I will tell you all about it. This is my hero. You're not allowed to be mean. Farmer Bakugo is my fucking hero. I want to be Farmer Bakugo when I'm older. Farmer Bakugo cosplay. I miss you. I miss you every day. I don't think I'd ever be able. I think they're gone. Oh my. No, this isn't them. Wait, is this them? Yes! Yes! Yes, Farmer Bakugo! I don't think I can put this up because it's a fan cam of them. This is the only thing I could find is that uncredited fan cam of Farmer Bakugo. But that's them. Oh my god. Shit. That sucks. Country Boy Bakugo. And it's just a fan cam. It doesn't have their credits. The Farmer Bakugo is lost media, man. If Farmer Bakugo is out there, I hope you and I can cross paths one day. I would love to have you on Leah channel and be able to interview you, Farmer Bakugo. I would love to have a good conversation with you to pick your brain apart. Why did you do that? I think about you every day. I miss you. Happy that you found your Kami Oshi again. My Kami Oshi is Farmer Bakugo. Hey, if Farmer Bakugo worked at a host club, I would go to that host club. That would be the only host club I would ever go to. Okay? Okay? If Farmer Bakugo worked at a host club, I would go to that host club all the time. I would be a regular at that host club. And I would drop fat cash on Farmer Bakugo, and I would cosplay Deku. I would show up in full Deku cosplay to the host club and see Farmer Bakugo. Yeah. Yeah. Anyways, Oh no! Sharon Echo, thank you for the raid. Hello, hi. I was just about to end my stream. I'm sorry. I was just about to wrap up here. So hi raiders. I'm so sorry. Thank you for the raid though. We're just about to wrap up. I will be streaming again on oh god. Sunday for the collab. Yes, the Origins collaboration. Yeah. Go to the gay district in Shinjuku. Highly recommend. I'm afraid of the districts, like the nightlife there, but I hear it's very good. I want to go to just to experience one time. I want to go to a lesbian bar, but I feel like I'd get scared and I wouldn't be able to go in. But if I was a cooler person, I would want to go. But the reality is that wouldn't happen. And then if I did end up in there, I would probably just turn around and leave. But a girl can dream.